Hey everyone. Okay, so today we have several glazes that we want to try out. I've got these Potter's Choice glazes. So this is sea glass, which is the food safe alternative I'm choosing for Mako's rainforest. This is a Shino glaze that I want to try. This is the Cosmic Oil Spot. This is white clay, so I want to try to see what this black sort of interesting glaze looks like over white clay, because I put white glaze over the black clay and that came out really cool. And then I have this clay that was gifted, or sorry, I have this glaze that was gifted to the studio. It's not food safe, but I still want to see how it turns out, how the browns come out over the white texture. And then I've got some other ones I want to try too. So Birch, which is the signature glaze that I use for my black clay, comes out really creamy, so I want to see what it looks like on white clay. And then I've got Himalayan Salt, which is also not food safe, but I still want to try it. Champagne Quartz, which is also a clay, Champagne Quartz, which is a glaze from Speedball that I really like. I really like how it looks on the black clay. So yep, just want to see what it looks like on the white clay. And then maybe if I have enough pieces, I'll try this glaze from Speedball as well, which is the sea glass. It was a little chunky for me. I don't know if I need to water it down before I use it, maybe mix it a lot better than I have in the past. It comes out pretty chunky, at least on like reclaimed clay. So I want to see what it looks like for this white clay that I have to test today. All right, let's get started. Hey everybody, so those pieces came out of the glaze firing and I'm actually super excited and surprised about some of the results. So I'll show you the geode results first. Here are the geode results. These I was really happy with. So this is Himalayan Salt by Mako. I really like this. I mostly like the vertical flow of the glaze. So I do know that this travels a bit, so I have to be cognizant of that when I'm glazing, but I am really happy with how that turned out. The next one is Adventuring by Amico. I think that's the name. I was super surprised by this one because this looks a little more like what I would expect from Cosmic Oil Spot, but it turned out pretty cool. You know, it gives that like otherworldly, outer planet, interstellar kind of vibe to the thing. So I really like this. I probably won't use this on my geode shapes though. And then the next thing that I have is Seaweed by Amico. I really love this glaze on my black clay. So it was really cool just to see how it does with the texture. Now it does cover the texture, but it's still visible. So I really like this. I really like how the colors came out here. So we'll see. I may not use this for my geodes, but I am thinking about using this for some other clay maybe, or for some other shapes, maybe like my cups or other decor items. Okay. So the next piece that I have is, or test piece that I have is Champagne Quartz by Amico. I really like how that came out. It has multiple colors. You know, it pulls out the color of the clay, but also has some purples and blues and pinks in here. So I like that. I love when glazes give you like different colors and different ways to look at the piece depending on how the light hits it and how you're holding it. So I really like this. I'll probably use that for sure. The next is a Shino glaze. I forgot what this is called, but it's by Amico. I'll put it on the screen. I feel like Shino glazes turn out pretty similar regardless of the clay that you're using. So I kind of knew what to expect here, and I'm glad that it turned out the way that I was expecting. The next is one of my favorite glazes. I really love this glaze. It's called Birch by Mako. It looks totally different on black clay, but I'm super happy with how this turned out. I like this part a little bit more than I like the top part. I think this is a double glaze and this is a single glaze. So I am still super happy with that. You probably can't really tell, but you can see that it breaks differently over the different textures. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. The next, which I was really surprised about, I was expecting this to look a little darker than how it is. This is Rainforest by Mako, or yeah, I think it's by Mako. I'm super surprised with this because I was expecting it to look darker than what it does. I will say I did one coat here and two coats here, so I don't know if the coats matter, but it still turned out pretty cool. Like I said earlier, it has that depth of color where it pulls out some of the color or augments some of the color from the clay, but it also has a mix of those turquoise, green, brown. It's all in there. So yeah, I really like how this one turned out. The next is one that I still haven't been able to get right. I don't know if it's because it's too thick or this is what to expect, but this is Sea Salt by Speedball, I believe. It always turns out pretty chunky, so I would say that this is another fail. Either that or I'm just not a fan of this glaze. So it's good to know what it looks like on a white clay. I will probably not be using this one. And then the last one I'm super surprised with, probably the most impressed with. This is Cosmic Oil Spot by Amico. So I was expecting this to look black. In fact, I thought this was Cosmic Oil Spot and I said, did I use that on here? But it turns out I didn't. This is Cosmic Oil Spot. Look at that green. got some greens and oranges pulling from the white clay. It's got those speckles in it, which I really love. Holy crap, I'm just super surprised with this. I really love how this one turned out. It's got the gold specks, the black specks. Man, it's just got a depth of coverage and color. So I will most definitely be using this. I think I want to test this on the geodes and then some other decor items that I have. I'm not sure how I feel about sparkles or speckles in tableware, but I'm actually super excited to try this out on different kinds of tableware as well as decor items that I'm thinking about. So I'm really happy with how this testing has gone so far. I've not finished any pieces using this white clay, so this gives me a lot to think about and some core glazes to think about using when I work on my decor pieces and my tableware pieces. If you all have any thoughts on the glazes that I used today, please let me know in the comments. I'm interested in your thoughts, your experiences, your opinions on the glazes. I'm excited to see how they turn out in the future. So thanks for joining, everyone. I'll see you in the studio next week.